Hi guys, happy Tuesday. Hopefully everybody's having a good week at home. Stay healthy, please, please, please. And let me know, of course, if you need me. Today we're going to be doing hour and half hour. Yesterday we did the hour, and we talked about the fact that every time the hand goes around the clock once, it's another hour. Today we're going to be doing half hour. So the half hour comes when that minute hand is pointed at the 6. So every time our minute hand goes down and points to the 6, it's the half hour. We refer to this as 30, so 1:30 would be the half hour after 1 o'clock. So 1 o'clock is on the hour, 1:30 is the half hour. I'm going to set my clock at 3 o'clock. So there we go, at 3 o'clock. And then I'm going to show 1 half hour passing. So I know I need to point my hand down at the 6. A half hour has passed. When I move it back up to the 12, another half hour has passed. Every time we cross half the clock, it's a half hour. So this would be 4 o'clock. 4:30 is the half hour. If I said I need to cook dinner and be ready by 5 o'clock, that means I have a half hour to cook dinner. If I said Mr. Patrica will be home in a half hour, it's 5 o'clock right now. It means he'll be home at 5:30. I'd like you to set your clock for 5:30 for when Mr. Patrica comes home. So again, we're going to remember that our hour hand has to be short, our minute hand has to be long, and we're not going to use the arrows even though the book sometimes does. So I'm going to point my hour hand to 5 because I know Mr. Patrica will be home at 5, and I said 5:30, so I'm going to point my minute hand straight down to the 6 because I know that that is 5:30. That's the half hour. I want to mark our clock. It doesn't say to do this on the page, but I'd like to mark our clock so that we remember how much each of those numbers is worth. You should remember, hopefully from first grade, that each number is worth 5 minutes. So we're going to go around our clock. The 1 would be 5 after, the 2 would be 10 after, the 3 would be 15 minutes after. We also call that quarter after, but we're not doing that yet. The 4 would be 20 after, the 5 would be 25 after, the 6 would be 30 minutes after, 7 would be 35 minutes after, the 8 is 40 minutes after, the 9 is 45 minutes after, the 10 is 50, the 11 is 60, and then we know we start all over again with o'clock, so we're just going to list that as a 00. When we have a time that's half an hour after, like 5:30, we call that half past. So another way of saying it is, Mr. Patrica gets home from work at 5:30. So I'm going to put that here for our answer, 5:30. Let's turn now to page 600. We have again our analog clocks and our digital clocks. They want us to fill in the half hours on the digital clocks and then answer our time question at the bottom. So our first clock, if we look at the hour hand, once we go to the half hour, you'll notice that the hour hand doesn't point right at the number. When it was 5 o'clock, that hour hand was pointed right at the 5. But once we got to 5:30, the hour hand went halfway between the 5 and the 6 because we're halfway between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. So you'll notice on our analog clock, it's not pointed at the 9, but it's not to the 10 yet. So we're going to go to the 9 because it hasn't gotten to 10 o'clock yet. We have to go back a little bit. So our analog clock says 9:30. Okay, and again, I know that because each one of these is worth 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That means our time is half past 9. Okay, it's halfway around the clock, and it's past 9 o'clock. Let's look at number 2. Our hour hand is not to the 2 yet, so we're going to back up and go to the 1. We know that when the time gets down to 6 on the minute hand, that this is worth 30. So I'm going to write 1:30. And our time is 1:30. Because again, the minute hand has moved halfway around the clock and the hour hand is past 1. If you need to fill in all of these numbers around your clock, that's okay. Okay, you can do that if you need to. I'm not going to do it on all of our clocks, but if you need to, you can. Okay, if it helps you. I'll do it on this clock just so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, but you don't have to do that on all your clocks. I'm moving to number 3. I'm looking at the hour hand. It's just past the 6. I'm looking at my minute hand. It's gone halfway around the clock. I know that's 30 minutes when it points to the 6. And so it's 6:30 or 6:30. Okay? It says it's 8:30. Explain what 8:30 means. So if my clock were on 8 o'clock, I'm just going to set it on 8 o'clock. There's 8 o'clock. If I want to go 8:30, it means that my minute hand has gone halfway around the clock. It is on the 6. It is 30 minutes. So it's 8:30, it's 30 minutes after 8, or it's 8:30. Okay? Go ahead and try to do the on your own. If you need any help, let me know. I hope everybody has a good night. I miss you guys. Bye-bye.